Hello and welcome to HardReset.Info. In this video I will show you very cool tips and tricks for camera in Samsung S25 Ultra. Let's begin. Now, first things, you probably know of two ways to, get into your camera. First is to simply tap on the camera icon, and second, in lock screen, is this little camera here, and you can swipe to the left and you have your camera. But did you know that you can also activate your camera doing a double tap of your power on button? If your phone doesn't really do that, you can also enable it. It's very simple. All you have to do is get into settings, scroll all the way down and bit up into advanced features. Here you click side button, and here you can turn off or turn on your double press. And as you can see, you can activate with double press not only camera but also different things like flashlight. But for sake of this video I will keep the camera option on. Back to the camera itself, we have few different options that we can use. First and most important is those 4 dots right here that enable us to change a bunch different things, and a cogwheel that will take us to camera settings, which we'll get into that later. For example, the camera itself. If you want to change to different modes of making photos, we can do that very easily using this shortcut. For example, normal photo of our plant will look like this. Pretty basic, right? But the portrait mode is really cool, because we can make a very detailed, however it will say that we have to move further away from object, and when the phone tells us that it's ready, we can do our photo. And as you can see, the photo is very detailed and I can easily see every texture of plant, of the rocks, even of the vase. Which wouldn't be as, important and visible in normal photo mode, because you see it's pretty blurred out and you can't really make out the details. We can do basically same thing in video. However, as you can see, we don't really have a portrait mode of video. In order to enable it, we can go to more, and here we can see a bunch of different options. You can play around with it, but for the purpose of, making a good photo of my plant, I will click food. And the food is basically giving us a focus area. We can swipe and we can move. And if we now focus on our plant and make sure that it's a center of the focus square, we can make a photo. And as you can see, the plant itself is in focus and it's very detailed, but everything else is blurred out. Now, back to the 4 dots that are really basic options but should give you enough customization that you will be happy. We have the filters, which you can use to, change a look of your photo. For example, we can make it warmer, make it crystal or shiver or chill or glow. It's important that we can also download our own, but we'll have a Samsung account in order to do that. So for now we'll just skip this option. And if you look closely, you can actually see all the different aspects that make a filter, a filter. For example, if you go to chill, we can see that the color temperature is really low, and the contrast is basically the same. the saturation is up and there is no film grain. So you can see how the inbuilt filters work and how they look. So, for example, let's say I want to make a really dark picture of my plant, because I'm a Batman at heart and I like dark things. So we simply go here, and here we have the exposure. Now we turn it all the way down and we make our photo. And as you can see, it's really dark. You can really nicely see all those light beams, and it's really edgy. I like it. However, there's simple problem with it. If we restart our camera and go back once again to our exposure, we can see that it's back to 0, 0. And it's pretty annoying to always scroll down to make an edgy photo of my cool plant. So in order to keep that always the same, we go into our settings, when we find really nice additions to the camera. In order to go into settings, we press the cogwheel on the left of toolbar. And here we have a very nice bunch of options that we can customize however we like. For us, we're going to settings to keep. And as you can see here, we can enable keeping all the different options we can enable. So I, because I'm a Batman at heart, will check on the exposure. And now, if I'll go back to the camera, change the exposure, you can see that it's already on -2. But let's go back to the settings, because they really have nice options in here. Most important is probably the easiest one to toggle, and it's intelligent optimization. For example, if you want your videos to be more quality and your photos to be more quality just by that, you can simply click maximum. And what it makes so that the photo making is longer. You will need more time to make a photo. No, don't worry too much about it, because it's still in milliseconds and you really won't spot a big difference, but you will spot a big difference in quality of your photos. If you don't like your watermark, because it might be already turned on when you buy your phone, you can customize it. For example, for me, it's not Samsung S25 Ultra, but it's HardReset.Info. Or I can change it to date, so I remember when I took this photo and at what time. I can even change the phone alignment, or very simple, you can just turn it off and there will be no watermark at all. However, there are more options to it. For example, we can go to advanced picture options, and by just enabling it, our pictures will be much higher quality than they usually would. However, be warned that some apps and websites don't support these custom extensions that your pictures will be in after you enabling this. We can also go to advanced video options. And if you want your videos to be more compatible, so you can, for example, record the longer one without losing tons of memory, you can simply enable this option. And it will lower your quality, but, well, you will be able to record few hour-long videos without any issue. But if you care about efficiency and quality, you can simply turn it back on and, for example, increase the bitrate of your videos. So they will have more bitrate and they will have more size, but, well, that's the cost of having greater quality. You can also play around with shooting methods, because let's say I will go to settings and get myself a composition guide, which will show me the grid lines and level of my phone during making during the process of, well, making a photo. So as you can see, it will now show me where my phone is positioned at the right level. If I go too far on right or too far on left, it won't show. But here I have just the perfect level. But let's say I don't have my finger available or it's too short. So how do I make a photo? Well, it's very simple. We can say, for example, smile or cheese or other comments, but I don't think they are always turned on. So you have to manually go to settings, scroll down, and you can see the shooting methods option. And, well, the voice commands are off, so let's turn them on. And now, if we go back to our camera and we'll position our plant just right, if I say smile, the photo will be automatically taken. You can also use that in order to, for example, position your phone just the way you want it to be and just go into the view of your camera and say smile from the other room, and it will work just fine. And as you can see, it didn't make a photo because it detects when a smile is used as a word or when it's used as a command. For example, smile. It's important that you make a bit of a pause after saying the command, otherwise it won't work. Are there any more cute and cool and all amazing options and tricks? Yes, if you scroll down here, you can see much bigger amount of options you can choose from. For example, if you want to fully, and I mean fully, customize your photos, you can go to the Pro mode. And now we can, for example, check and change all those different options. But what if I don't know what the option does? Well, luckily for you, you don't have to be a professional in order to use professional mode, because in every option you click, you can see the little eye icon. And when we click it, the phone will basically tell us what the option does. So we can now see that speed is basically how fast the shutter stays open. And if you use low values, you will capture moving subjects without blurring. And if you use high values, you will get motion blur. And here I can basically, let's say, change the WB. But what is WB? Well, it's a white balance, and we can know that when we click the eye icon. And using this, we can fully customize our photos and how they work, how they look. It's really great option, and you should probably have a great time playing with it. Other cool option for me is the slow motion, as it automatically makes your videos, well, slow motion when something interesting happens. For example, we'll take our plant here and we have a little logo here. So let's say I want to drop the logo, but in a very cool and epic slow motion. So all you have to do is just go into slow motion mode, enable it, and now if we play it, we can see how cool it's looking. Really satisfying, if you ask me. Now, other cool option is actually in making your photo move. You can easily enable it by going into 4 dots right here and then clicking this little icon next to the exposure. Now, motion photo is on. So if I would make another photo, not video, but photo of my plant, so I, let's say, move it just a bit, and then make a photo during moving, we can now go into our gallery, and we can see that we have a little button called View Motion Photo. And when we click it, we can see that even if we did a picture, not a video, we can see the motion the picture has during, well, time where it was taken. Remember that you can also just play around with all these different options, and that Pro version, the Pro option really lets you customize just the way you want. And I think that wraps up this tutorial of this list, actually, of useful tips and tricks. Remember that you can fully customize everything, not only in the Pro mode, but also in simply the settings and in the toolbar. So you can make your own camera in your phone behave just the way you want it to behave. And that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe. Thank you.